Blackpink's Lisa hit with a plagiarism accusation. But what are Stray Kids' Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman up to? I've criticized for the way they eat burgers, Itzy Ryujin under fire for her clothing choices, Island 2 updates, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. On that note, some of you need help. I got a comment on my last video being like, if people are making fun of your weight, it's their own insecurity. Who said anything about my weight? Nobody was talking about my weight. I didn't mention my weight. My weight was not in any equation. So why did you bring it up? It felt a little backhanded, not gonna lie, given the fact that nobody was talking about my weight. With all that said, let's move on to today's news. So Blackpink's Lisa just came out with her solo Rockstar, marking her exit out of YG Entertainment. As a solo artist, don't get it twisted, Blackpink are still a thing allegedly, even though people still think they're disbanding. But it seems that she just can't catch a break. So we've covered so many of the issues that she's been having since she even announced her solo comeback under her own company Loud, which include people debating her skin tone. So if we remember, she released these teaser pictures. So this picture I don't think really caused much of a stir, but it was really in this picture that people were taking note of her skin tone, that she seemed darker, with some people accusing her of blackfishing, others saying she's Southeast Asian and she's just embracing her natural skin tone, and then other people bringing up the photographer's work in general, how skin tones tend to be exaggerated, the contrast, all that jazz, so that maybe it's not technically her real skin tone, but it's nothing fishy either way. People then accused her of payola. Now, we didn't cover this, so this is my first time seeing this, but it seems that her song was being promoted to people who have never interacted with her, people claiming that they've never interacted with her. I have never interacted with her account, and it shows on TikTok, Lisa added a post, you interacted with them recently. Even on YouTube, Lisa Rockstar for you, Loud Official. Mind you, I have never once viewed a video on that account or interacted with her content. The payola is gone insane. LOL, same, happening every day, and I don't know why. But then some people saying that only happens if you check their accounts constantly, and I wouldn't be surprised if y'all are a bunch of social rejects mad at Lisa because she's talented, pretty, and successful while you used to get thrown into the trash can in high school. But overall, people saying paid promotions are a thing. It kind of reminds me of the whole magnetic thing when everyone and their mothers, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people had magnetic automatically play at the end of their playlist on Spotify, like no matter what. You can let me know what you think of it. Do you think it's just simply paid promotions, or just the way the algorithm works? If you're in the K-pop space, they're targeting you, or if you think something fishy is going on? But then we had a designer say that her star top was actually a knockoff of their design. This was the designer's top slash dress, and then of course Lisa's top, which a lot of people said this design has existed since the early 2000s, that they made tops like this for their Barbies. I actually made a short about this, so let's read some comments. You can't copyright a shape. It's the most basic design ever, like now. The designer one looks like a knockoff. It looks cheaper. Also, it's a star. There's only so many ways to do a star design. It's quite literally just a star. Even the straps are different, so like what? It's a star top. The neckline is different. The fit is different. The material used is different. A star. The most basic shape after a heart. Not get in line. If Lisa breathes, K-nets call it plagiarism. It wasn't K-net. Again, no offense to this person, but I find like anytime like K-nets have nothing to do with anything, they get brought up. Do you guys know what I mean? It's like K-nets didn't say anything about, as far as I know. I didn't even talk about K-nets in the video for this. I want to see if anyone's, is she even Korean? No, the person was not even Korean. No, she's Thai. The designer or Lisa? The backless star-shaped shirt is a staple of Y2K fashion, just like the backless butterfly top, especially ones made of distressed denim or bright colors with gems. Sure, these look similar, but unless the designer came up with this in the 2000s, no, it's impossible to call this a knockoff. These types of shirts have been made available in recent years for ages. So the backlash just kept piling on and on, which actually I think is probably to be expected. I feel like at Lisa's caliber, at Lisa's size. Someone's gonna think I'm talking about her body size and be like, oh, you should focus on your weight instead of use your brains. Oh my God. As famous as she is, I feel like some of this is to be expected. Not that she deserves it, not that this, but this is what makes the world go round, all this buzz. If this were a Blackpink comeback, I can guarantee you the same amount of things would come up. In a more recent update, however, it seems there's a scene in the music video for Rockstar that is similar to another artist's scene. So I've been seeing comments on my videos saying that Lisa's Rockstar is plagiarizing Travis Scott's music video for Fein. Fine. So these are the two scenes in question. So we all remember the scene with Lisa, and there's a bunch of people around her, and we see the faces like switching around, which seems to be similar to Travis Scott's music video, where we see people lined up as well, and the faces are changing. So I saw this type of comment all over my comment section, but at that point, it was just a similarity, right? Unless someone comes forward and says, my work has been plagiarized, then all we can think of it as is a similarity. But someone did come forward, and that is the videographer of the music video. They made a series of stories starting with this one. I got mad love for all my stitches, man, and this is an email that they received. A female artist imitating your work without giving you credits. Hello, Gabriel Moses. How are you? I used to listen to Fein by Travis Scott. I noticed that a female artist, Lisa from BLACKPINK, blatantly imitated a clip from Fein's music video in her music video, which bothered me because her team did not give credits to you or Travis Scott, especially since the artist tried more than once to imitate the style of Black artists. I hope you take this seriously, thank you. So then he posted the scene to his story. Moses apparently contacted Lisa's company with this concern, saying he is giving them only until the end of the month to respond. So here's some comments about this. Gabriel Moses, Travis Scott's videographer who shot the Fein music video, which Lisa and her team blatantly copied, is rightfully mad since he and the entire team didn't get any credits. This is honestly sick. She keeps copying Black artists and styles but never gives them any credit. Good for Gabriel Moses. He deserves better than his original work being turned into a cheap copy uploaded to vlogs and ads on every website to farm views. Now, of course, there are people saying that it's not plagiarism because scenes like this have existed for a really long time in media. These kinds of sets or scenes are not invented by Travis Scott. Here's a video explaining Lisa's scenes, which means this type of scene have been here for a long time.
Humble Kendrick Lamar energy, but it's different. It's not the same thing. In the Kendrick Lamar video, there's 4 cameras right next to each other and they go frame by frame around a circle. In this scenario, they actually just took each of these different ladies that are in the front, in the middle right here, and they just mash cut each other together right in the middle, frame by frame. So we just go frame by frame. It's just a different face while they're all saying the lyrics.
I was actually waiting for this because I remember he explained in aespa's drama music video, you know, the lights kind of following around their faces. He explained the way that was done, and I thought that was really interesting. I think it was him. So I was actually waiting for him to explain this scene.
And then they do that same thing while zooming out. And they have to copy, you know, some of the ladies from over here and paste them over here. So we just have duplicate ladies all over the place, and we can just zoom out crazy far because of that, still just match cutting that center lady with a different lady every single frame.
So this is the channel that clip was from. Let's read some more comments. Hopefully it is made up because that Gabriel Moses won't win in his accusations. It is a totally different creative output. Any professional can see that. Concept and style might look similar, but it isn't as similar as it seems. It's funny because this type of editing in music videos is very common. Travis was not the first nor the only one to do it. In fact, Kendrick Lamar also had this type of scene, so your selective interpretation trick is not fooling anyone. Well, that's a whole music video. I'm pretty sure we saw it already. There are a lot of people bringing up other music videos who have done similar things. Lisa, the target of much hate. She is a queen. We have more screenshots of similar music videos. Hello, Queen, the legendary rock band did it before him. You can't copyright this stuff. He will be laughed at. So Bohemian Rhapsody. Everyone did it before him, and we have more screenshots of similar things. So of course, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that this is just quite common in media, or do you really think they're too similar? Let me know in the comments. IVE are under fire for the way that they eat hamburgers. This is from a video titled IVE tries popular American food from 2 weeks ago, but it's seemingly gaining traction now. We see the members holding a burger with one hand and eating the insides out with a fork. So here are some clips that we can see from the video. We see just forks into the hamburger, into their mouths. And that's the way it seems like they're eating it. Let's read some comments. Are we getting a Wonyoung 2.0? I'm gonna cry. Like, why? We are the same. This is why I'm an IVE stan. Even a donut, I use a fork. My friends always say that I'm feeling rich. That's why I love Ray. Love them, but I refuse to eat a burger with a damn fork. That's outrageous. Who eats a burger like that? only for camera. Is this for real? Like, why? Probably Wonyoung's idea. Sometimes clips like this make me miss third gen idols. Why are they eating it like that? Just cut it up into little pieces. It makes way more sense. Nah, man, I can't defend this. I think Ray was the only one who was eating normally. Now, some people are saying that they did this not to mess with their makeup. I actually watched the whole video. I don't think that's the reason why personally, but let's read some comments. No, but for real, I can understand them. Imagine like you did your makeup for a wedding and the family ordered burgers. I'll cut it into pieces so my makeup doesn't move or wipe off the lipstick. I do that just to not mess with my makeup. When you're struggling, meaning this ain't her fault, it's probably the company's idea, but they're probably eat messily. Some of you needs to know that some idols eat like this to avoid getting their lipstick getting retouched or erased. Y'all hate too much. Y'all make me feel so smart. It is so they won't ruin their lipstick or won't take big bites in front of cam. They just want to look elegant. It's to avoid creasing. It's for the lipstick and everything. Kpop stans are effing stupid. She was obviously using a fork as to not ruin her makeup. And even if she did eat her burgers that way, why do you care?
Hamburger.
The funny thing is, Kara was literally eating the hamburger normally in the video before the clip of her scooping out the insides. So let's actually watch a little bit of the video so I can show you what I mean. So we see Ray, she's eating the hamburger normally. But Kyle too, look, she too just eats the hamburger normally. In fact, I think most of them pretty much eat the hamburgers normally. Like you're seeing, like when you see the clips of them scooping out with the fork, it looks like the hamburger has bites taken out of it, right? Ray says there's so much stuff inside. Keep that in mind. Why are we like debunking how people are eating hamburgers? Then we see Yujin also taking a bite out of the hamburger. This is where we start to see them taking like the insides out of the hamburger. The infamous clip, but you can see she already took bites out of the hamburger. Like, that's just the full context for anyone who was curious. I think there's a ton of reasons why they would be doing this. I mean, while we're here, let's go through that. Maybe after they took all the bites, the company was like, you guys look messy, start eating with your forks. Maybe they're avoiding the carbs of the bread. Maybe they just really enjoyed the insides, actually only the insides. Maybe it is a planned viral moment. Maybe the company told them to do it. Maybe they just wanted to do it. There are so many different reasons. But also, then how do you eat your burgers? And if you were trying to avoid messing up your makeup, how would you do it? Would you cut it up? Would you just eat out the insides? Or would you just touch up the makeup? Let me know in the comments. But this did kind of rehash the whole issue of Wonyoung eating a strawberry. And actually, I wasn't covering K-pop news at this time. I just know she got hate for eating a strawberry, but I've never actually looked into it. So let's just take a minute to actually look at this. TikTok user Tera posted a video of himself poking fun at how Wonyoung ate a strawberry during an episode of The Manager, also known as Omniscient Interviewing View. The innocent and cute clip of the K-pop star went viral and attracted some negative thoughts more than once. So presumably because she's eating it with two hands, right? That's what I've heard. People saying it's pick-me behavior. That's literally just what I read in the search bar when I searched this up. I've seen so many defenses of this, like, guys, the strawberry was huge. You need two hands to hold it and all that jazz. I've seen so much surrounding it, but I've never seen like the source of it. So again, let me know, what did you think of this incident when you first heard of it? I mean, I can imagine idols are told nowadays to eat pretty. Be cute when you're eating. Don't be sloppy. I'm sure it's all in their media training. And I've seen so many compilations of like second and third gen idols eating like very sloppily compared to now where it's a lot more refined. So I'm sure there was a change in the media training or lack thereof back then. Do you know what I mean? No, but it really reminds me of Yujin when she was eating the hamburger, because she took like the tiniest little bite and she's like Itzy Ryujin is facing backlash due to her choice of stage outfit, which happens to be an underwear look. Now, this is highly controversial from any point of view, because when it comes to wearing underwear as a fashion statement, I feel like more people hate it than love it, right? Like, it's just the fact that it looks like underwear and like using that as a fashion statement. So we're about to read some comments, but again, these are some perspectives, not all perspectives. Because I know for a fact international stans also tend to hate the underwear look. Maybe not for the same reasons necessarily, but it is a controversial item of clothing to wear as clothing. Yeah. So this post went viral titled, "Is Itzy Ryujin wearing underwear on stage?" So here's the clip of it. I actually saw it on TikTok myself and I was a little shocked because, you know, it is rare to see this type of cut on an idol. They're usually wearing safety shorts. So I was what I called K-pop shocked. I'm gonna change the name of my podcast from K-pop canceled to K-pop shocked. I like that better. When you're into K-pop for so long that you end up being shocked by things that you wouldn't normally be shocked by. You know what I mean? Anyways. No, but what is this? Seriously, I just feel bad for her because it makes her look like some flop idol. I thought this was forced hate before clicking in, and I'm shocked at how it actually looks like real panties. Female idols, please get in your right minds. Why are you guys so restless if you can't take off your clothes? This doesn't make you look cool. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look cool at all, nor does it look sexy. It just looks cheap. No, but why do you upload pictures by cropping them while emphasizing that part? Now, again, these are just some perspectives, but I will add that just from personal experience, just from talking about underwear looks on idols or just underwear looks in general, this is a controversial item that everyone tends to kind of hate. Like a lot of people tend to hate, not necessarily because it shows too much skin, but because they find it ugly. And we're gonna see in these comments too, regardless of the comments, the outfit looks awful. I don't think she's showing a shocking amount of skin or anything, but the outfit is ugly regardless, I fear. She can wear whatever the F she wants, let's be clear, but the whole thing overall looks ugly low-key. Now, of course, she's not the first idol to sport underwear as a fashion look. If we all remember the backlash that Yoonjin of LE SSERAFIM received for wearing a similar look, this infamous look that I personally really loved, but again, so much backlash from all sides, from people thinking that it looks trashy to other people thinking that the amount of skin being shown isn't the issue, but it's just ugly. The underwear look is inherently just really divisive amongst people. I will defend this Yoonjin look till the day I die, but of course, let me know what you think of the whole situation. Let's talk about Island 2. This is the same survival show that also created Enhypen. I almost said Zero Base One. You guys would have not let me live that down. But anyways, so for this new season, it's actually not in collaboration with Hybe or Belift Lab, but it's in collaboration with the Black label. So Teddy! And the show has officially come to an end with the revelation of the members of the new group called IZNA. Ijuna? Ijuna? Someone tell me how it's written in Korean. We actually need to know immediately. Yijina. Isna. Not Isna, Isna. Okay, anyways. Here are the members. We have Chaejongin, Bang Jimin, Yoon Jiun, Coco, Yusarang, Mai, and Tong Sebi. So super fun and exciting, right? Especially because it's Teddy. Like, if I don't get my proper YG trash 21 Blackpink mashup, I'm out. And a lot of you definitely feel the same way. You're just too scared to admit it. But I digress. It seems the name itself is receiving some backlash because of its similarity to IZ*ONE. So let's read some comments. I thought it was IZ*ONE. It sounds like the name of a butter brand. I typed IZNA, but I also typed money? One names were good up to 101. Isna Schmizna. Isna where I want to read that. 정주나 안 정주나 늘 정주는. I'm curious how that translates to Isna Schmizna. Are there many Japanese kids? Isna Mizna. Is Island 2 by Mnet or is it completely under CJ now? There's a lot of people making fun of the name. And then I also saw this tweet basically showing like the originality in naming these groups, like 101, Zero Base One, IZ*ONE, IZNA. But to be fair, a lot of people don't know how to pronounce IZ*ONE. Every time I pronounce IZ*ONE, there's at least one person who's like, I've never heard it pronounced before. Is it really pronounced like that? I thought it was IZ*ONE or something like that. So IZ*ONE and IZNA seem similar, but IZ*ONE and IZNA, they seem different enough to me. I don't know. Personally, I thought IZNA was a little bit similar, like more similar to Itzy than it would be to IZ*ONE. So let me know what you think. Do you think they're too similar or just different enough? And most importantly, are you excited for this group? Also, I know so many questions. Try to keep up. Do you think we're gonna get like typical Teddy out of this group, or do you think he's going to go a more 5th gen Dreamcore route? I need the answers to every single one of those questions. Have you guys been following the Stray Kids x Deadpool interactions? Because I kind of have from far, but like I don't know the whole lore. So I thought we could take a trip down memory lane before getting into the newest update. Luckily, there's a whole list. I just know that like there was a bottle of something and like mentions here and there, but let's see. It all started with Ryan Reynolds' response to Stray Kids' Deadpool themed performance. Oh, hello at Stray Kids. So this seems to be in reference to Stray Kids' Kingdom performance. No, I think we're literally gonna get sued. But just know they did like a Deadpool themed performance and Ryan Reynolds liked it. So then from there, Bangchan changed his name to Chris Reynolds, or just his little bio too. From now on, I am Chris Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds saying here for Chris Reynolds. So Ryan Reynolds autographed this bottle for him. Then Ryan Reynolds asked for Stray Kids autograph, which Stray Kids said, I have two things. First, an autograph for you already on its way, along with some other goodies that might suit the red suit. Second, sorry at Real Hugh Jackman, the new favorite Australian. Then they met through a video call. When Ryan gave Bangchan a shout out after posting a song from his own production company, I learned everything I know from Bangchan. Ryan Reynolds liked this tweet. Chan says that the smell of the alcohol Ryan Reynolds gave him is really strong, so when he's tired while working, sometimes if he smells that, he becomes completely awake. He's never drinking it since it's a prized possession. Ryan Reynolds joined Stay Selka Day. Chan's reaction to Ryan Reynolds' Instagram story.
뜨는 거에 이제 경박 노래가 나와가지고 그리고 라이언 레이너스 딱 이러고 있어가지고 매우 섹시했었습니다. 역시 저희 라이언 형님은 참 섹시해요, 그쵸? Very sexy, yes. Anyway, thank you for playing our song. You really don't have to do that, but thank you.
You don't have to do that.
Guess he was feeling a little spicy that day, but yeah, he decided to choose Red Lights. Out of all the songs, have to be Red Lights. Really, Ryan? Really?
What's wrong with red lights? Somebody tell me what's wrong with red lights. Celebrating an important birthday. I love that. Happy birthday, Bangchan. Ryan Reynolds opening a Tumblr. This is my happy place. Hashtag Bangchan. Hashtag Stray Kids. So that's everything up until now. Because it seems more recently that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are in Korea to promote their new movie Deadpool and Wolverine. And they met up with Bangchan and Felix and are now teasing something fun. Introducing Stray Kids besties Ryan and Hugh. We're so excited to show you all the awesome things we have in store. Stay tuned. Then Ryan Reynolds posted this.
Here we go. Oh god, that's handsome. So if you guys just give me a second to, I'm gonna pass my phone here to my favorite Australian.
Oh, that is a nice filter, thanks. Anyway, it's great to be here, and thanks, man.
Okay, that's all right. These are the favorite.
I was waiting for that. And then he posted this tweet. I successfully negotiated a trade. Wolverine will be the newest and only member of @Stray Kids, and the entire band will join the MCU. We wish @Real Hugh Jackman all the best in his K-pop journey. So I know a lot of fans love these types of interactions. So I'm curious to see what they have in store. It looks like an interview, right? But maybe there's something more to it. But let me know what you think. Let's move on to our discussion segment. Which, this is a little bit of a weird discussion segment, okay? And I have some weird ones written down. I'm saving some weird discussion segments for a rainy day. Discussion segments from my own brain. So I can't even blame some random person posting on a site for it being weird. Being like, well, no, no, this is from me. Did anyone notice that Lisa had a mole on her lip until Rockstar? Listen, I've been standing Blackpink since 2016 and I've never noticed that she had a mole on her lip until her music video for Rockstar, where we clearly see it. This got me to thinking because this is not the first time that this has happened to me. There are many instances where I stand an idol and only years after their debut, I realize they have a mole on their face. Because I find it quite common, at least maybe 10 or so years ago, that idols would cover their moles for years until like finally revealing it to the world. These days, I think it's less common. I feel like people really fixate on moles on an idol's face. If we think of aespa's Karina, she debuted with a mole. This is such a weird conversation. But if we think of Lisa of Blackpink, that mole has been covered for so long. If I look back to pictures of Lisa from 2016, we don't see it. Just pictures of Lisa in general, it seems to be covered. Which of course is not a crime. It's on her lip. You would assume that lipstick covers it. But isn't it weird that we never see it? Like me as a fan, I didn't even know of its existence until now. I don't know. Am I just a bad fan? Did you guys know about this? But another example is CL of 21. I didn't know she had a mole on her face until years later. If we look at pictures, it was definitely covered a lot of the time. No mole. Definitely no mole. During I Love You era, I feel like that's when I learned of its existence. Maybe things were really blurry back then and I just just couldn't tell. Here's when she was really embracing it. Probably covered, but too blurry to tell. And then lastly, Taehyun of BAP. I remember he has a mole under his eye, covered. I didn't know about this for the longest time, and he was half of my bias. Wrong eye. Not him. Still not him. Too blurry to tell, but you can almost kind of see it. I don't know. Covered. Still kind of blurry though. Not him. Oh my god. You can see the mole here. He like started embracing it after a while, but I feel like it was covered for a long time. You can let me know if I'm like, right? Still covered here. Still not him. There's his mole. And I want to talk about this because I feel like there has been a shift in K-pop where like before idols would cover their moles a lot more. And now it seems to be way more embraced. Like it's more of a unique point on someone's face. Like again, as was Karina, everybody loves her chin mole. Or if you're in the 80s fandom, Hongjoong and Jungho's neck moles, people are in love with them. These days, we actually see idols emphasize their moles. We see them put eyeliner on their moles so you can see them more. Which idols have done? I remember, who was it that did that? They were like, oh, I'm gonna put, was it Yunjin of the Seraphim who put eyeliner on her moles in that Vogue video? But then we also see that pre-debut, she got one of her moles removed. So is there like a mole to face ratio that companies like? Or is there like, you know, one too many moles, then you have to remove one? Because I got a mole removed too, and I have like the same shape left over as her. Even when Yeji removed the mole on her nose, it almost seemed like people were almost sad because they loved that mole so much. Yeji removed her mole. The fans told her not to remove it though. But it seems she told fans that the mole was getting bigger, so she decided to remove it. But then we have stories from past idols saying that their companies wanted them to remove moles on their faces. Even here, JYP Entertainment once wanted Twice's Mina to have the moles on her face removed. I'm sure this is asked of so many idols. So when talking about her moles, at first the company told me to remove it, but somehow I ended up debuting with them. I like it, she concluded, showing off her confidence and self-love. But I wonder, Mina Twice 2016, were her moles covered in debut? Let's see. No, we could see them. So, do you think I have a point that there's been a shift mole-wise in the K-pop industry? Let me know in the comments and let me know your theories. I'm sure some of you have similar stories to mine. I just think mole culture has changed in K-pop. Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. We have to take a minute to talk about San's look at the Dolce & Gabbana show. When I tell you this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, oh my god, this is absolutely gorgeous. He is ethereal, beautiful, the most stunning human being I've ever seen. He's just like soaking up the sun in this beautiful outfit sculpted by a god. What can I say? What? I saw this tweet. Someone drew like a little stick man like sitting in his collarbone. I thought that was so cute. But the most stunning human being I've ever seen in one of the most gorgeous outfits ever. I don't know what else to say. On that 80s train, however, people are comparing the Olympics logo. What? I guess it was deleted, but the Olympics logo, people are saying looks like Songhwa of 80s. Here we have it. Songhwa brain. I love it. Ooh, some netizens think that aespa's Winter got eyeliner tattooed because of this picture of her without any makeup, but we can still see eyeliner. Now the comments are saying that a lot of male idols do this. I've never noticed this on anyone before, so I'm curious. I think she did it. I think it's true. So celebrities also have eyeliner tattoo. I thought that because they get makeup all the time, they wouldn't. My bias also did it, and he's a guy. There are unexpectedly a lot of male idols who do it. Now, of course, I'm not saying that she had it done. Maybe she forgot to wipe off her eyeliner. Maybe she did. But I'm curious about other idols who have done this. Like people saying my bias did it too. Who's your bias? And then, have you ever wondered why Yeti was added to Red Velvet a year after they debuted? This has been a story on the back of my mind for so long. Just like, why did they do it? Like you have an established group and then you randomly add someone else. And it's not like that's the concept of your group. It's not like NCT or anything. I need to know. And people have had their theories series for so long. Like, she was too young when they debuted, so they waited a year or this or that. But here's the backstory that I've been waiting for forever. Or did you guys already know and you're just keeping it to yourselves? Nobody told me. So Joy said, Yeti was the center for the next group and was planned to debut together with the younger group and the other trainees. So she was practicing separately from us. Yeti saying, at first when they told me you will be added to Red Velvet, to be honest, I had more loyalty to my friends from the other group. I don't know what to believe. I was in middle school. She then said, then I won't be debuting. I will go into acting. That's what I said. It's not that I hated these undies Red Velvet. I felt like a traitor. I dropped out from school to practice, so I don't really have memories of school days with my friends. So those friends, trainees from other group, felt like my friends from school to me. So here are some comments. What is SM doing to a minor like her? But why did they add Yeti later than the other members? There must be a reason, right? Is it because their following group's debut was delayed too long, so they're debuting her earlier? That's my thought too. Like, they had plans to debut someone else, but it kind of fell through and they really liked Yeti, I guess. So like, let's just add you to Red Velvet. She must have felt so perplexed. I think that's why she's still hanging out with her older friends. When was Yeti added to Red Velvet? It was like a year after, right? She joined in 2015. I've been seeing like people asking this question so much. Why was Yeti actually added to Red Velvet later than the rest of the girls? So let me know what you think about that as well. So, K-pop song of the day. I don't think I have one, but let's check to make sure. Our K-pop song of the day is actually a Japanese debut by aespa, Hot Mess. I loved the song ever since I heard the snippets on TikTok. I love the idea of a hot mess. It feels so fun. The aesthetics in it. I haven't even watched the music video. I'm going to watch the music video and react to it for my patrons and channel members. So there's that. 2019 me would have hated this. 2019 me would have put this into K-pop trash. But new me is becoming an SM stan. I don't know what's going on. That comment went a little too far, actually. I love that line the most. What's so funny, funny, honey? A lot of people are mentioning that, you know, despite the fact that Giselle is half Japanese, she still has the least amount of lines in this song. I just love it. It's messy, like the song. So yeah, Hot Mess is our K-pop song of the day, even though it's a J-pop song. Moving on. Have I had any K-pop dreams? Let's check. Nope, still the last one is Hongjung trying to feed me 2 piranhas. That is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And I'm about to film a Hot Mess music video reaction for you guys. So there's that. I was sorry I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm a hot mess, hot mess.